Satnam and welcome. My name is Ann Taylor. It's my honor to lead you in Kundalini Yoga this morning. The theme we've been working on this month is recovering our own story, not the one that our families had planned for us, or maybe our partners, society, whatever. I know my ladder's been up against the wrong building more than once. And so the focus is, well, what is my story? Who am I really? And so today's focus is really going to be tapping deeper into that. We'll be beginning with a pranayam, relate to your own essence. So what we're trying to do in this series is to get back in touch with that authentic self. And I know that that term's thrown around a lot, but there is something to that inner self that I think most of you have certainly had glimpses of, or maybe it's a constant companion. The mantra is in the chat. It's a silent mantra, so I'm not going to be repeating it, so you'll have that handy. It's all fine and good to read about this information. I do try to put information and things to provoke thought in the emails and newsletters that I create. But there's no substitution for direct experience. And that's why we are sitting on our mats and practicing. My goal is for you to have a direct experience of making contact with that inner self, the soul. So that's my prayer for you today. The Kriya is a Kriya for self-reliance. And the term self-reliance does not imply that you have to do it alone. The self-reliance is connecting with that infinite voice within, recovering that inner wisdom. But, once you tap into that energy and you learn how to do that relatively quickly, then you're a strand in the bigger role of humanity. We all have our parts to play. And standing firm in who we are, we're really then playing our part in the role of the world. The Kriya helps balance polarities of our auric field. And that's really nothing more than the electromagnetic field that the body puts off. There are exercises to open up the heart center and work on the liver, which, if you experience anger, the liver is really tied to that. We're also going to be doing a couple minutes of Sat Kriya. Sat Kriya is one of the few Kriyas that can be done on its own. You simply tune in and do Sat Kriya. And it balances the energy from the second chakra, the sexual energy in particular, and transmutes it into creative energy. Very powerful. Because the Kriya has long meditations in it, we won't be doing a separate meditation. So let's begin by tuning in with the Adi mantra, chanting Ong Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Feel your sitting bones connecting to the ground. The hips are higher than the knees. The palms are pressing together. It's an active pose where we're balancing the polarities of the body. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Adgirenname Shugadgirenname Satgirenname Sri Gurudevenname Adgirenname Shugadgirenname Satgirenname Sri Gurudevenname Adgirenname Shugadgirenname Satgirenname Sri Gurudevenname. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Exhale, relax the hands down. As we practice that Adi mantra every week when we tune in, I hope that you're able to really feel the resonance in your body. The vibration goes throughout all the cells in your body, and the hands being at the heart center, pressing on the sternum, this touches onto vibrates the vagus nerve. And so a seemingly simple thing can have very profound effects. When you're chanting from your navel, your voice resonates at the proper frequency designed for you. All right, pranayam, relate to your own essence. The mudra or hand position is fairly simple. Gyan mudra, index finger and thumb touching. And then the arms are relaxed and the wrists cross like that. So Gyan mudra, both hands and the wrists cross. Checking into your chat, the mantra is Hari, 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 Har. And there's 3 rounds of that. Now, this is one of the pranayams that you're going to most likely need to build up to. The sequence will be to inhale deeply, exhale the breath as you're holding the mudra, and then pump the navel with each syllable or with each hari or har. So that's going to be 24 pumps. Hari, 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 hari. We'll do it silent. The meditation is inside. So this is a challenging one. It's only for 1.5 minutes. It's designed to be 3 rounds, 30 seconds per each round. Maybe you can just do the 8 pumps of the stomach, 1 round. So if you have that mantra handy, we'll inhale deeply, exhale, hold the breath out, and start pumping the navel in, pulsing to the mantra. And let's begin. Inhale deeply, exhale, and begin. And inhale when you need to. And again, inhaling when you need to. Inhale and relax. So the factors are a very strong navel point. And not just your abdominal muscles, but the actual nerve plexus. So when we do practices like stretch pose or Nabi Kriya that some of you may be familiar with, we're really toning up that third chakra, Manipura. And then it's relatively easy to pulse that navel point in. So again, we always allow the yoga to meet us where we're at. If you practice Sudarshan Chakra Kriya, that's actually a navel pulsation of 48 times. And so this may seem like ridiculous but believe me, with practice, you can achieve it. We're now going to do Sat Kriya, and I will time us. Coming onto your heels in rock pose. And I know that's difficult for some of you. If you have a block, that can help. Or a cushion. And I'll just remind us how to do Sat Kriya. A lot of these exercises are simple, but really the devil's in the detail to get the benefit. The mantra is Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. Sat, truth, Nam, name. On the Sat, you're going to pull the navel in. Root lock naturally happens, and then just draw the energy up. Sat Nam. Relax. Sat Nam. The eyes are focused at the third eye point, and the mudra is to interlace the fingers, extend the index finger, and cross the thumbs. Women cross left over right thumb, men right over left. So the mudra is going to look like this. Just the index finger is pointing up. The shoulders should remain down and relaxed, and the arms are going to hug the ears. Follow my lead and let's begin. Sat Nam, 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 sat, 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 nam. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath, apply root lock, and squeeze the energy up the spine. Exhale, relax. Again, inhale deeply, apply root lock and squeeze. Exhale one more time. Deep inhale. Suspend the breath. Squeeze. Squeeze all the way up to the crown and beyond. Exhale, relax, and come lying on your back. This is a short relaxation, which is advisable to do after Sat Kriya. I will remain seated and hold the space. Inhale deeply and come sitting with your legs stretched out. And we'll get ready to begin Kriya for self-reliance. So that one of the prompted questions in the beginning is, does a decision expand or contract you? Now, it's not always so simple. A decision that might be good for you might drain your bank account. So you have to kind of weigh the options. Is the overall decision going to expand you? But what sometimes happens is we don't do something because of fear. And that's what this Kriya is about, is to eliminate the fear by getting in touch with our own internal wisdom. So when we know what the right thing is to do, even though we may be afraid and don't want to do it, at least you know which way the compass is going. Some of these exercises now will be held for a long time, but it's not going to be difficult holds. Let me explain the first exercise: leg lift to forward bend. This might have as an assistant here. You're going to begin by putting your arms straight out and inhaling back, suspending the breath, and then raising the legs as high as you can. On the exhale, come down and bring the arms wherever, on the shins, the ankles. If you can take your 2 fingers and wrap them around the big toe, that is great. The stretch is underneath the legs, so you don't want to be lifting your knees. It's better to not reach down as far and maintain that stretch. So it's not up and down. We're just going to lift the legs once. We're going to come back down here and do long, deep breathing for several minutes. The focus is on the root lock. And let's begin. Arms out. Inhale as you lean back 60 degrees. Raise the legs. When you need to exhale, exhale down and breathe normally. Feeling that stretch in the life nerve. Breathing long and deep, focusing on the root chakra. Keeping the chin in a slight neck lock. Tilting it in slightly. And if the mind wanders, simply notice and come back to the breath. If the mind starts getting noisy and chirpy, take a deep breath and surrender into the pose deeper. As you're exhaling, you may notice that you're able just to go down a little bit further, even a couple millimeters, as the body is stretching. And now inhale back to the original position, the legs up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale down. And one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down and relax. Excellent. Good job. And now we come into rock pose, sitting on our heels or modifying as you need to. Get comfortable because we'll be doing this for a few minutes or several minutes. So again, I'll just give you a minute if you need to get a block or a cushion works. We'll be doing spinal flex from this position. And just as a reminder, you don't want to move your arms, your hands up and down, just keep them in one place. And you're going to rock forward, rock your hips forward and exhale back. The head does not bob up and down, it stays fairly stable. As you inhale forward, mentally vibrate Sat. As you exhale back, mentally vibrate Nam. And let's begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Silent vibration. If you notice that your spine is nice and warmed up, you might want to pick up the pace. Check in with your body. Does it want to go fast or does it really want to go slower? If the mind wanders, simply come back to the mantra, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Give the ego something to do. Allow your heart center to open as you inhale Sat. This is a great heart opener, opens you to compassion, self-compassion, compassion for others. Final minute, finish strong. You're doing great. Excellent. Inhale deeply. Exhale and come back into easy pose. And get comfortable for a meditation as part integrated into the Kriya. The mudra is prayer pose, but it's a very active prayer pose. You're going to press your hands together with a good amount of force. The eyes will be focused at the tip of the nose. All of the mental energy will be at the tip of the nose. And begin long, deep breathing. I will time us. And let's begin. This works on the liver. If you have anger issues, allow yourself to go deeply. Eyes are focused at the tip of the nose. If the mind is busy, you can always bring in the mantra Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Focusing on the tip of the nose, you're working the optic nerves, giving them a little bit of a stretch, not too much. If you need to set the gaze a little further out, do so. Keeping the pressure between the palms. Inhale and relax. Shake your arms out if you like. The next exercise is going to work on the liver, and we're just going to move our waist from side to side. Just allow your eyes to close and relax into the movement. Keep the breath nice and deep. Don't allow it to get shallow. Notice. Allow that liver to get a good massage. Inhale and relax. Okay, we're getting down to it. The next is spinal flex from a seated easy pose, putting the hands on the ankles so that you get that nice lower back movement. And let's begin. Inhale forward, exhale back. Don't allow the head to bob. Keep a slight neck lock. And if you want a refresher on some of these terms, check out my website and just go to the Kundalini Yoga tab, where I discuss the bandhas, the body locks, and other things that you might want to refresh yourself on. Just noticing when the points of resistance come up. That's really where the gold is. Meeting that resistance and just sitting with it. By that, I mean recognize the resistance and breathe through it. It won't last. Inhale deeply and relax the position, remaining in easy pose for the last exercise. Now, if you're watching this again on the recording, the last exercise, which is head turns, can be extended all the way to 31 minutes. We will do it, we'll do it just for several minutes, not too long. About 7 minutes we'll do it. And simply, it's a relaxing exercise. Hands are on the knees, relax the shoulders. As you inhale, mentally vibrate Sat, and exhale Nam, and let's begin. When you turn to the left, your resilience is focused on infinite wisdom. When you turn to the right, you're focusing on self-reliance. But no need to put the mind at work. Just breathe into it. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Combining prana, breath work, meditation, and a gentle movement. Just meet the resistance head on and let it go. Vibrating Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Final minute, renew your focus. Inhale, center. and come lying down on your back for a silent, deep relaxation. Just allow whatever needs to bubble up to come up without thinking. Keeping your heart open. Relaxing your legs. Your legs are slightly apart. Arms are by your sides with the palms up. Allowing your body to integrate the work, harvesting all of the energy that you've put in. The body will make its own adjustments as you just let go completely into your mat. allowing the wisdom of the body to make the corrections needed throughout your mind and body. Allow yourself to go deeper. And now breathe deeply. Begin to bring your awareness back into the room. Make circles with the wrists and the ankles. Stretching your legs and your arms over your head. Elongate your body. And arms out to the side for cat stretches. Bringing one or both knees to the side. Your head turns the opposite direction. And switching sides. Rubbing the palms of the hands, soles of the feet briskly together. Grab hold of your knees and rock on the spine a couple times. And just take a few moments before we close, allowing the eyes to close and just be with your experience. Or you may want to jot down a couple notes in your journal. All right, and now we'll close with a long sat and a short nam. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And inhale to close the sacred circle. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining Kundalini Yoga today. If you'd like to know more about Kundalini Yoga and go deeper into some of the explanations about why we're doing certain things, please go to my website, howtorelievestressnaturally.com, and go to the Kundalini Yoga tab. Thank you.